Chanka, lads and lasses. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little transfer update for you. To do with Manchester United and the latest and some other things to do with Manchester United as well. How's it going, guys? Excuse me, how's it going, everybody? Get in there, my son, by the way. Come on, England! I'm still wearing this, by the way. I thought I'd put this back on. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Get in there, my son. Hashtag it's coming home. Right at the start of the stream. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, England, for this beautiful summer of football. Thank you very much, Mr. Southgate. I'm not worthy, Mr. Southgate. Anyway, how you going there, Bendy, Travis, the Vutinator? We got Kayam in here, Berber, Sports Further, ADV as well. Thank you for getting in here too. And everybody else, do us a favour at the start of this stream, or if you're catching up with this a bit later on, not watching live, hit the like on the video, smash a little thumbs up. And also give it a share on social media if you're that way inclined, peeps. But yes, we've got a bunch to get into today, guys. So strap yourselves in, baby. It's going to be a screamer. No, there's a few things to talk about here. I'll tell you what's going on. I'm feeling a bit peaky at the moment. I ain't exactly feeling too great. So yeah, not been up too long either. you know how we do. But either way, I'm here, guys. So look, the big story of today, I guess, there's a few different publications reporting that, you know, the whole Paul Pogba situation. Is he off to PSG? Is he off to another football club? Will he sign a new contract at Manchester United? There's discussions, there's negotiations of a new contract, obviously. We haven't heard anything of any sort of real progression going on with these new discussions at Manchester United in terms of a contract. What we have heard is that him and his grubby little agent want somewhere in the region of 450k a week, which is a preposterous amount of money to pay for Paul Pogba, to be fair, because he's too damn inconsistent. In all honesty, and I think that money could be better spent elsewhere. That's the main thing in my eyes. But look, hey, if they do sign him up to a new contract on that sort of money, then obviously he's a big player and he can do good stuff for us, but it's just that he's not consistent enough for my liking. But will he go to PSG? These seem to be the front runners at the moment, guys. So there's a bunch of different outlets reporting that PSG, you know, are stepping up their chase for him. PSG will launch an offer to United for Paul Pogba in the coming days that is likely to match the valuation of the star, which is supposedly around about £50 million. L'Equipe, La Parisienne, a bunch of different French outlets. I mean, a lot of these are probably questionable in terms of their legitimacy, but are reporting that in the coming days, PSG are looking at tabling a bid for Pogba. Pogba's agent, Riola, recently held talks, obviously, with PSG, and it's claimed recently that he's warming to the idea of going to PSG. He obviously was great in the World Cup. He is French. All the blah 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 blah. All the links. L'Equipe say that the offer is likely to match £51 million asking price for the 28-year-old. I mean, this is just hearsay rubbish, really, guys, to be fair. But Pogba, in my opinion, it's now or never for his future at United. He has to get signed up to a new contract, or we have to move him on and get a decent transfer amount for him. There's no point trying to fanny around all year with a guy who doesn't want to be here, if that is indeed the case, because, you know, he's not going to be motivated, committed anyway, and then we're going to lose him for a free at the end of his contract, which just doesn't make any sense. It makes way more sense to just cash in and sell him now and get the deal done for him. But so there are reports coming in here. Paul Pogba was more and more open to PSG. This is Mohamed Bouhafsi reporting this, that there is a contact between club and player, but no concrete contact yet with Man United. A potential fee will be less than €80 million. The dilemma is whether to sign him now or for a free next year. So I actually don't think there'll be a whole host of clubs queuing up to sign Paul Pogba right now. You know, if you're paying 50 or 60 million quid, maybe if he's available for free. But who's really going to be? I mean, he is a quality player. He does give you a lot off the field as well, commercially and all that business. A very popular individual. And he's a great guy, don't get me wrong. But on the football pitch, he's a little bit inconsistent, isn't he, guys? This is my concern. And PSG are one of the only clubs that could afford to buy, and there's not that many clubs that could afford to even pay his wages, guys. So I can't see there's going to be a big queue around the door to sign Paul Pogba this window. It seems like the only club, in my opinion, that could realistically sign him would be PSG. Juventus, I don't think that they've got the money there unless something happens with Ronaldo. You never know. I don't think that's going to happen this summer at all. Whereas PSG, they're signing players left, right and centre. They're going to have to sell players too. Don't get me wrong. They're going to have to sell players too. So more reports coming out here to suggest that PSG now must make player sales in order to align with their promise to French football's financial watchdog, the DNCG, but remain focused on a deal for Paul Pogba. They believe United will sell for 50 to 60 million euros. I mean, you know, they've got to sell players, obviously. They have just signed a good few players. Who have they signed, guys? Hakimi, they've signed Wijnaldum. They've also signed Ramos as well. Ramos and somebody else. It's gone out of my head now. But they've had a busy window already, PSG. Pochettino's not messing around there. They're not messing around. They obviously finished second in a Farmers League to Lille last season, and they've got to make some, you know, additions to the squad, which is already glittered with stars like Kylian Mbappe and Neymar Atal. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, you can't win the Farmers League with those boys. Give your head a wobble, Poch. And people actually wanted that mug as United manager. Anyway. Anyway, all I'm saying is the PSG, they've signed a lot of players, guys. I can't see how they would be allowed in terms of financial fair play to go on and add Paul Pogba to their signings. It just doesn't make much sense to me. How would they be allowed to possibly do that? But so I think that they could sell players. There's even talks about maybe a Verratti swap deal, Pogba-Verratti swap deal. Verratti's a player that United have admired for a while. We all think that he's a good player. You know, I'm sure anybody who's seen him play thinks he is a very good midfielder and something that United could do with, and a good signing. Would be a good signing. I'm not saying that Verratti's available, but I'm just saying maybe there would be something there you could see done with a player going in the opposite direction, guys. So, yeah, to me, it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road for Paul Pogba at Manchester United. He's had his time. He's had some good moments in a United shirt. He has, you know, that Man City game will live long in my memory where he turned the game around for us second half and we won 3-2. We came back. And a few other things, a few other goals, but not that much. Not that much, guys, to be fair. Paul Pogba's contribution to United over the last 5 years is mediocre at best. That's right, I said it, guys. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the live chat. Mediocre at best. I've said it. He might be great for France. He might be a world-class player. Sometimes he might turn up and do bits. But overall, the word mediocre is the word that springs to mind. Okay, so let me just get into the live chat here for a second here. Thank you, everyone who's in here. We've got Eddie O2, what's going on? Yes, exactly. I mean, look, the Pogba, he's a great, talented player, but he's just had his time, and I think that we should probably cash in. Yes, Rushmano says, why not? Donnarumma, that's the other one I was thinking of. Yes, thank you, Travis. And also Sleaze Gaming, Berber, yeah, Donnarumma. These guys signing them on free transfers as well. I mean, that is a brilliant bit of business. PSG, they can pay the huge wages, can't they? And they can get the deals done. But you think about those sorts of signings they just made there, Donnarumma and Ramos. Ramos is, okay, it's a couple-of-year contract. Okay, he's elderly now. He's an elderly man. But he's not that damn elderly. He's certainly going to boss it in a bloody Farmers League. Still a quality player. Not a lot of money to sign him up, really, compared to some of the signings they could have made. Okay, he's a short-term one. But the other one, Donnarumma, I mean, crikey. The sky's the limit for that guy. He could be the next Buffon. So that is a brilliant signing just to get him signed up. You don't know how long it's going to be. It could be a couple of years, or, you know, he could stay for a couple of years and get sold, or he could be there for the rest of his career. It's a brilliant signing on a free. It really is. Alex, how you doing? Alex coming in here, making his feelings known. He says, fuck off, Paul Pogba. Well, fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Let me get a little vote going in the live chat. We'll get a little poll going, actually. Okay. Paul Pogba. I'm just going to put Paul Pogba. Okay. So let's have a vote here. Let's see what the live chat thinks. So I'm just going to ask the community here, guys. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade. Get those Bacon Brigade emojis in there and have a vote in the poll there, my friends. I'll put the poll in the live chat. So if you guys could let us know. In fact, I'm going to have a cheeky little vote in it as well. I haven't even got my video up here. Hang on a second. There we are. It does say I'm live today. That's good. Okay. Oh, shit. Did it not work? Oh, yeah, it did work. So it's there, but I can't see the poll, guys. That's YouTube shot in the bed again. So some people can vote. I can't. Fair enough. I usually can. Anyway, guys, right, listen, have a vote in the live poll. I want to see what everybody thinks about Paul Pogba. Is it time that he went? He is a bit of a hostile character in the past. Not necessarily him, but kind of just like his team, Riola and these parasites around him sometimes that come out and say things in the media derogatory towards Manchester United, and I don't like that. And also being linked constantly with other clubs. It's just he's a heads gone player, mate. I think his head's gone, and his head's not really been in it for a while. And I think we should probably cash in. But it does look like PSG are leading the race, but it does seem that they would have to sell in order to get Paul Pogba. But I do think it's a really good signing for PSG, this. I know I just said he's mediocre and average and all that. Maybe he just is in a United shirt. He's great for France. He was great for Juventus. Maybe it's just in a United shirt. Or maybe he's not quite as good in the Premier League. Some players are just not quite as good in the Premier League. It's a more physical league. You don't get as much time on the ball. He's a physical player himself, but maybe that's why he benefits being in a slightly slower, less physical league such as Syria, because gets a bit more time on the ball. Gets a bit more time on the ball. Maybe it's as simple as that. I don't know, guys. I mean, he's a great player for club and country. Just not that consistent for Manchester United, though. When I say club and country, I meant Juventus. I didn't mean necessarily Manchester United. That's the problem. So yes, he's disappointing, guys. Let's talk about this though. So United have initiated talks with Raiola over Pogba's extension. United also asked Raiola about Ryan Gravenberch. United told that Gravenberch wants to stay at Ajax for another season. So we just have a source here suggesting that United have initiated talks about Pogba's extension at the club to see if we can sign him up for another contract. The problem is just the amount of money that's involved here, guys. This guy wants a huge amount, which in my opinion is not worth. Oh, you know what I think could happen here, my friends? We just heard it. PSG, will they be prepared to pay 50 or 60 million right now? You see what they've done this summer. They've already signed up a bunch of players. They already have a great team. Are they really desperate for Paul Pogba right now? I mean, no, they're not. They're actually not. But they are a team that could be a suitable destination for him. And they are a team that can offer Paul Pogba a lot in a year's time or in 6 months' time in January when he's allowed to discuss a pre-contract deal with another club. So that does concern me because it's not like we haven't seen Paul Pogba leave Manchester United on a free before for nothing. This has happened recently. Angel Gomez, another one. It's a shame. And if it happened with a big player in his prime like Paul Pogba, I mean, that would be a disgrace really of management, I think. I think you'd have to just force the sale right now if you can't get him signed up to a new reasonable contract and all parties are happy. You've got to force the sale as soon as possible, guys. You really, really do. You can't have somebody bend us over a barrel like that and leave us, questioning the future and him leaving in a few months' time for nothing. And then PSG, look at their record of signing players up on free transfers here. Sergio Ramos, Donnarumma, these guys they've just signed this summer. I mean, they've signed a lot of players, so hopefully maybe they don't need to sign any right now. I hope they do want to come in and buy Pogba now, but maybe they don't. Let's say they just hold off for a year or 6 months until they can discuss a deal with him in Jan and then get him signed up to a pre-contract. I mean, it would be a disgrace, wouldn't it, if that happened? But I could see it happening, guys, because of the grubby little parasitical milkbag pie fingerer extraordinaire, Mino Raiola as his agent. He's got a fucking parasitical worm as his fucking representative. That's the facts, dudes. You know that thing that comes out in fucking Men in Black? That movie Men in Black, that big cockroach thing that takes that farmer. That's basically what we're dealing with here. Jose Mourinho. We have a super chat from Jose Mourinho. He says, send that mug over to the French army. They'll sort his head out for sure. For sure. Hey, Jose Mourinho, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. They definitely would shave it off, I guess. But you know what? It's not really about the issue with his hair. It did annoy me the other day, though, when he was in the Euros playing for France with the black and white stripes in his hair. That annoyed me, because there's all these talks of Juventus and PSG and all these talks, and then after the game, somebody said, "What about your hair?" or whatever, and he went, "Oh, you meant because of the Juventus colours?" Yeah. I thought people would talk about that. Yeah, you knew people would talk about that, Paul, mate, because it doesn't even make any sense if you ask me. I know he's got his style, but isn't it time to wear the colours of France then? The red, white, and the blue of France in your hair, mate, or I don't know. I just don't get that anyway. Jose Mourinho, thank you very, very much for the £5 super chat, though. I appreciate that. Let's just talk about Mourinho for 1 second before we get back onto this, seeing as Jose's popped up. This is going to be very quick. Jose Mourinho has defended his recent record in the Premier League by claiming what is considered a disaster for me. Other coaches never achieve. He's gone on a tirade, my friend. Actually, probably not a tirade, but he's just said some comments. At the end of the day, he's got one of the best records in football. He can go shh and 3 times and all that business because he has fucking done it all, mate. So don't be thinking anything other than Jose is one of the best coaches to have ever managed, because he actually is. Maybe his day has been. Maybe football's developed and changed and evolved a little bit, and his tactics and his negative style of play, maybe it's just not quite as effective as it once was. That seems to be the case. But either way, this is what he said. He said, what is considered, he was speaking at a press conference, by the way, to mark the start of his role as head coach at Roma. And he said, what is considered a disaster for me is something other coaches have never achieved in their lives, he said. Which is a fair point, man. He says, but that's the way it is. That's down to me. It's a fair point, isn't it? He says, at my last 3 clubs, I won the Premier League with Chelsea, I won 3 trophies with Manchester United, and I made it to the League Cup final with Tottenham. Anyway, he said, Mourinho is one of the most successful coaches, obviously, in the world, though. But, I mean, he's come out and said, he's basically just snagged it off, and he's not really snagged anybody else, but he's just basically said, that he is the Don. He even at United, he won 3 trophies, which is a fair point, to be fair. Which is a fair point, and he did get a second. We were miles second, but still. And he played a League Cup. He got them to a League Cup final, which he wasn't allowed to play. But let's just have a look at his trophies for a sec. Porto, he won the Primeira Liga, the Portuguese league, twice, the Champions League, the UEFA Cup, now the Europa League, and the Portuguese Cup with Porto from 2002 to 2004. Chelsea, he won the Premier League 3 times, the FA Cup, the League Cup 3 times. Inter, he won the Serie A twice, the Champions League, and the Coppa Italia, did the treble that year, didn't he? La Liga, Copa del Rey in Real Madrid's management there. United, he won the Europa League and the League Cup. Tottenham, nothing. So, in all honesty, the guy's a fucking Don, isn't he? Although Berber says, get the dinosaur in the next Jurassic Park. Yeah, well, he is a Don, though, but I think he's just had his day. Look at his career. Look at his managerial achievements. You can't really deny them. But he's just had his day. I don't think well, we'll see what he does in Roma, actually. I think Serie A may suit him. If he can take Roma to the top of Serie A, then that is a big achievement. It shows he's still a great manager. So he's going to have his work cut out for him there, though, I think. Anyway, so that was just about Jose Mourinho, seeing as he's super chat in there. Let's get a cheeky little... let me just talk about this for a second, guys. So, PSG to Pogba, have your vote in the live chat. Let me know what you guys think. I can't actually see the vote. Let me go and see what it is at the moment, actually, on here. Yes, nice. Okay, so 80% think that it's time to go. Paul Pogba, it's time to go. Well, fair enough. I'm sort of with you on that one, guys. I am. I think it's time to go as well. Cash in, cash in, cash in, cash in. Okay, then here we go. So a recent report claims that not everyone's basically on the same page about Pogba at the moment. He's obviously on huge wages and doesn't justify them. He's shown quality for France, obviously. A few publications, such as L'Equipe, reporting that it's around about they're interested in PSG, are going to be making an offer in the next few days for 51 million. Take that with a pinch of salt. But he could be seduced. This is what's interesting. L'Equipe write this. He says Pogba could be seduced by the prospect of playing under Mauricio Pochettino. What? Why would you be seduced by playing under Poch? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. No, but in all honesty, I can understand being seduced by wanting to play for PSG, especially if you're Paul Pogba, who's French. And let's be fair, PSG right now is a money bags club. So if you want to actually get the biggest payday you possibly can, which in life, everybody wants to get as much money as you can. That's just how it is. Paul Pogba could probably get that at PSG. Just like Ander Herrera could get that at PSG. There's a lot of players that can just get more at PSG. My concern is that he goes on a free transfer to get an even bigger deal on a contract, because he knows, and his agent knows, that if they're signing on a free, and if PSG do not have to pay, a £50 million transfer fee to sign Pogba, that they can just give him a fat signing on bonus and the agent a fat signing on bonus, and essentially get him for a lot less than they would be paying for him right now from Manchester United. But all the parties, the grubby agent and Paul Pogba, end up doing better out of it, and so do PSG. So that's my biggest concern in 6 months' time, that Paul Pogba agrees a deal with PSG and he leaves next summer. Rushmano says, you watch Sports Further. Jose has totally lost it, mate. What did Sports Further say? Sports Further, Jose Mourinho is the Don and would have won the league by now with United. Well, I don't know. Did you see what he did at Spurs? He gashed it out at Spurs. his style of play at United was boring as fuck. I mean, he did actually win us things. You know, that first season you can't deny. The second season we finished second. They didn't really get him the players he needed, and we sort of just petered out and gashed it up the next season. It wasn't a great time for Jose. Maybe if he'd had investment and time, it could have been different. But I really don't think that he was the right fit for United. It was a short-term fix. He was a big name. Maybe at the time it made sense. And it did make sense, I think. I think even now, if you look back, it still makes sense because we did win a few trophies during his time. So you can't really deny that it made sense for a short-term fix, but it did not make sense for long-term, for the future of the club. He's not a Sir Alex Ferguson, somebody that can be here for a long time and build and have it and create from the youth system up. He can't really do that. He's not that sort of bloke. He's somebody that goes in short-term, has a bit of money to spend and assembles a team full of experienced oldies that he likes and does well and gets the results in a defensive grind manner. That's the sort of manager he is. Not the right fit for Manchester United in any capacity, really, apart from his big name and his reputation and success of winning things. Other than that, he's not the right fit. Whereas Solskjaer, okay, I'm not saying Solskjaer's Sir Alex Ferguson, but he's more in that mould. He's more a younger, hungrier manager who also has an affinity with Manchester United. He knows the club. He's also trying to match the ethos and the philosophy of the football club going forward long term. So, in my opinion, yeah, that is just better for us right now. But I know a lot of people don't rate Solskjaer. I mean, you can't really compare Solskjaer's record and Mourinho's record. It's ridiculous. Mourinho's just got all of the trophies in the world, you know, pretty much. And Solskjaer's got the bloody Norwegian league. You know what I'm saying? It's not even close. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the right fit for the future of Manchester United. And as you can see with what Solskjaer's done with the development of players and also us progressively finishing slightly better in the league each season to the point where hopefully this season, with the right investment, we will be able to challenge, then I'd say he's done a decent job. Anyway, so this is Manchester Evening News reporting this, guys. I want to talk about this, about Paul Pogba. So look at this, guys. Boom. Okay, so this is a new leak. Footyheadlines.com leaking this, guys. Paul Pogba pictured in the new TeamViewer shirt, guys. There it is. Boom. Also, Bruno Fernandes, other players photographed. They're leaked photos, guys, for the new shirt, the new season. So there you go. New shirt, new season, Paul Pogba in the shirt, TeamViewer, bish, bash, bosh, there it is. By the way, does that TeamViewer logo, could that be any more shite? I'm just saying, actually, don't get me wrong. It's okay, but why don't they put the logo bit on top of the TeamViewer in the middle and just lower it slightly? Then it's central, and then it's balanced. Instead, it's got a big square on the left, and it says TeamViewer. I don't like that. Put the big square above in the middle and TeamViewer underneath. That would look so much fucking better. Am I right or am I right? Anyway. Guys, do us a favor and smash that thumbs up button and get involved in the live chat. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, this is what leads me on to this. As it says, Manchester Evening News have come out today. And with these leaked photos, well, it wasn't Manchester Evening News, this is just a report on there, but basically it says that some United fans think he could remain at the club next season after the kit launch was leaked online on Thursday. And as you can see by the photo, Paul Pogba can be seen modelling the new shirt. And hey, I mean, that's a good indicator that maybe he will be here next season. We don't know. I mean, the fact is they're just taking photos of players, you know. It's not exactly like they could easily not use that photo if Paul Pogba was sold. So, yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, that is cool that they've taken a photo of Paul Pogba in the, you know, that he may be staying here. But he also might not. It doesn't really mean anything, guys. But a couple of people suggesting that because they have taken the photo of him there, and, you know, that he may be staying at the football club. I personally don't think it means that much. Anyway, don't buy it, says Berber. Gotta go, pig. Hey, thank you, Kane versus Predator. Take it easy, you absolute legend. I appreciate you, my man. Robin Corkmans, how's it going? He says Pogba sells. Reece Johnston says Bruno plays better alongside Pogba. Imagine him going to PSG and playing with Fred and McTominay next season, though. Yeah, oh yeah, this is true. But I would like to think that if United did sell Paul Pogba, then they would bring in a new... they'd bring in a new player instead of Paul Pogba. That's what I would like to think anyway. Okay, guys, so that's basically the Paul Pogba stuff here. You know, PSG step up their chase, supposedly. These are some of the reports, if you believe them, that they are interested in maybe tabling a 50 euro or £50 million offer for Pogba this window. Of course, his future is in doubt. We don't know what's going on. Are we going to sign him up to a new contract? There are negotiations taking place right now, it's understood. So you never know. It just depends on if Pogba wants too much money or not, and if his agent, etc., if those guys want too much money, then it may not be possible. Also, it depends if anybody can even come in and buy this guy right now. PSG have spent a lot of money on other players. Also, they know that his contract is running down. If he doesn't sign a new contract at United, then they could probably get him in a year's time for nothing, and they're not really in a rush to sign him right now, I don't think. And it's understood they'd have to make player sales in order to be able to do that anyway. So it's not looking great. It's not looking great for Paul Pogba, guys. Okay then, the old shop window's open again. Play your guts out, get noticed in the Euros of the World Cup, set yourself up with the club, get a good contract, then go through the motions and end up buying a dud. Stephen Cooper, it can be like that, can't it? Yeah, you're right. Okay, let me talk about this thing, guys. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of Pogba's photo there. Yeah, so we can see the live chat again. Nice one. Okay then, everybody. So, yeah, Paul Pogba, it's time to go. Right then, let's get on to the next bit of news, guys. It's just a little update, nothing major, but let's talk about Camavinga. Of course, Eduardo Camavinga linked to Manchester United. And, you know, he's appreciated by everyone at United and could be ideal for rebuilding. It would be important to know Renz's request. Rumours around the club say 30 to 35 million euros is a possible amount United will have to offer. The words of Fabrizio Romano here, my friends. So we have a slight little update from Fabrizio Romano. He's come out and basically said some more details on the potential transfer for Rennes Eduardo Camavinga to Manchester United. He's obviously a great young player, isn't he? He's 18. He's near the top of our list in terms of midfielders to sign. I still agree with Rio and think that he's one more for the future rather than right now. But still, he'd be a great signing right now, especially if you can get him before anybody else can get him for a reasonable amount of money from Stade Rennes. He's understood to have refused a renewal of a contract at Stade Rennes, and his contract runs out next season. Camavinga, though, just to give you an update, Sportskida, Romano was writing on Sportskida, and he said, Eduardo Camavinga, on the other hand, is Manchester United's priority for midfield. The negotiation is ready to start with Rennes. Camavinga's contract expires in June 2022. He has no intention of renewing the agreement. That's why Manchester United want to try to take advantage of it and put on the table its offer for the midfielder. Camavinga is waiting. Even Paris Saint-Germain have been following him for months and are in the race to sign the talented Frenchman. Manchester United, however, are progressing with their plans for a talent considered the perfect purchase for short and long term. Camavinga is appreciated by everyone at the club and could be an ideal for rebuilding that Manchester United are preparing. It will be important to understand Renz's request. The rumours around the club speak of 30 to 35 million euros as a possible amount United will have to offer. So that's the latest sort of update we've got. I mean, it's nothing much in terms of, there's nothing official or no bids coming in. But as we understand it there, if you just look at the facts, his contract's running out. United will rumoured to have to go in there for about 30 million euros. PSG also understood to be interested in the guy too. They have signed up a bunch of players. Maybe that could be just a cheaper option for them. So there may be a little bit of competition there, guys, in regards to Camavinga. But we are in pole position to sign him, guys. We are in pole position. That's essentially what he said. So, this is what he said. At the moment, this is also, speaking on the Here We Go podcast here, also he said, at the moment, Manchester United are the front runners in Eduardo Camavinga's race. It's still open because Paris Saint-Germain are looking at Camavinga, and so are many clubs in Europe, as he's out of contract in 1 year. From what I'm told, Rennes would be prepared to negotiate 30 to 35 million for Camavinga. They want to make money, they want to make profit with Camavinga, and that's why there's chances for Manchester United to sign the player this summer. They want Camavinga this summer. They think he's a perfect long-term signing, ready-made to be part of the team, of course. So, these are all good positive things, but, hey, we got 52 likes on the stream. Thanks, everyone, for hitting the thumbs up button. Do us a big favour. Smash that like on it. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. Like spike! Cheers, guys. Okay, so yeah, look, listen to this. This is quite interesting. So, look, he's 18 years of age, guys. I personally doubt his credentials to come in right now and be able to do the business for us right now. I don't doubt his credentials going forward as a top-quality future talent. But let's listen to this. The only three teenagers who have cost United more money than what is being proposed for this 30 million for Camavinga is Tony Martial, Wayne Rooney, and Luke Shaw. And they all turned out pretty well, didn't they? Well, maybe not Martial so much, but he's still pretty good. Wayne Rooney, obviously, wow. I mean, if he could be any sort of an impactful teenager that he was, crikey. And Luke Shaw, I mean, okay, Luke Shaw's come good recently. Luke Shaw, as a youngster, I mean, it's not even close, but there you go. Rooney went on to win 5 league titles, so maybe that could be what Camavinga brings to the side. We shall see. Okay, let's get into the live chat in a minute and see what you legends think about the Camavinga deal. Are you looking to see that happen anytime soon? Also, the poll, let's give you an update on that. So, Paul Pogba, 75% say sell him, it's time to go. 25% say new contract, guys, new contract. Wow, okay. I'm going to end that poll there, actually, because I want to ask you another poll in a minute. So, yes, there you go. So, it's pretty clear the fan base wants Pogba gone and thinks we should cash in and thinks the time has come that Paul Pogba leaves the club, guys. And I have to say, I agree. I've had enough of him being a Hollywood player for us and with no substance. Simple as that, really. Okay, so, yes, get your thoughts in about Eduardo Camavinga or anything like that. Pig, what's that? What does that mean? Vincent Bullock, how you doing? It's Camavinga or smell my finger, says Rushmano. Oh, my goodness me. The level of maturity in this live chat today knows no bounds. Sin Game says Pogba never was a Premier player. That's why he has shown the exit last time. Too physical for him. He can beast the Farmers Leagues and look good, but the Premier's tough and shows his true colours. That's quite interesting, Sin Games. I mean, I did mention something like that earlier, like in the Serie A, he gets more time on the ball. Kayam says Camavinga is better than McTominay and Fred. He should be in the starting 11. Okay, you say this, Kayam, but what are you basing this on? Have you been watching him play for Stade Rennes all season long? Because if you have, you're a better man than me, sir. And also, if you're basing it on his few games he's had for France, I mean, that's quite a small amount to be basing it on. I'm just saying, he's a really good young talent, but there's not many 18-year-old players that can slot into United's starting 11 right now and be good enough week to week. There just isn't. So I doubt that he would be able to do it week to week. I don't think so for the future. Pig, what are you willing to do for a like? Nothing, Vincent Bullock. Just provide good quality entertainment. Occasionally say, smash that like button. I'm not entertainment, mate. Whatever, I don't know. Pig-tertainment. Whatever. Anyway, listen, let's get into this, okay? Pig, me and you are better than McFred, says Berber. Hey, we're a deadly duo, though, mate. The Berber-Pig combo is legendary on these streets. The streets never forget. Anyway, listen. So Camavinga, guys, pushing for an exit at Rennes, and it's looking likely that Manchester United are the front runners, but there are other clubs there. So that's not much of an update really to give you on Camavinga. Let me talk about Raphael Varane here before we get on to some other stuff about United players. So United see no problem with the agreement on personal terms for Raphael Varane. This is more words from Fabrizio Romano. He says, but finding out Real Madrid's asking price will be crucial. Currently no official offer from United. Oh! So, yes, not exactly much movement in terms of deals with Raphael Varane here. There is some journalists and stuff coming out to say. Duncan Castles alongside McGarry on the Transfer Window podcast. We're speaking on the topic, says there's a very, very strong interest from Manchester United in the player, who at 28 and with the experience that he has would cost probably half of what they paid for Harry Maguire, potentially in order to get him. However, it's also the case that I have been told by someone close to Varane that he would definitely prefer to stay at Madrid and sign a new contract. However, the wages are around £300,000 a week in terms of what he's asking for. Varane signed to Real Madrid back in 2011. And, his contract's coming up soon. They're going to have to cash in. Sickening, isn't it? It's absolutely sickening. Where's the bids, guys? Can't we just get these deals over the line now? Like, why do we always have to funny around so long? I understand they're trying to get a good deal for these guys, but we have to start negotiating with them. And at this moment in time, there's just nothing official confirmed with any sort of, major trustworthy journalist whatsoever that there is anything official whatsoever for Raphael Varane. So we are in negotiations. We are interested in the guy, but this is just looking, in my opinion, it's looking just slightly more likely that he's just looking for more money at Real Madrid. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we sign him. I hope he wants to come for a new challenge in the Premier League at United and all that jazz. But I've just got a horrible feeling about it because Ancelotti's a new coach there, and it'd be like him signing the player, wouldn't it? It'd be, if he gets him to stay, it's like he's signed a new world-class centre back. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much there, Aaron Homer, for putting the members link in there. Nice. If anybody wants to become a member, there it is. Poisonous Nut, how you going, sir? Says Glory Glazers. CR7, whose team says Maya Mahajan. I think he's personally going to stay at Juventus, mate, isn't he? The guy's staying at Juventus, dude, for the next season. He's got a big contract. Juventus, if they could, they would probably want to cash in now because they know that he could leave next summer for nothing. Whereas now they might be able to get a little bit more money. Plus, they could get the money off of the books. He's on 700k a week or whatever it is there. It's an insane amount. If they could get that money off the books, then they'd be loving it. And they could maybe use that money to strengthen elsewhere. And he is an aging, depreciated asset as well, which you have to understand. He's maybe not as good as he once was. I still think he's a boss. If you look at his stats, didn't he get like 28 and 34 or something in Serie A? He's fucking still mint, isn't he? The guy's still mint. So there would be clubs interested, but not many clubs can afford to pay, and that's the problem. So Juventus may be looking at losing out on that guy in a year's time, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I don't actually know. I would like to think that there would be some possibility that he could end up at United, but I doubt it. All right, guys, I want to ask you this. Okay, I'm going to actually just put the question in the live chat here now, actually. Okay, so who do you think the best players for England have been so far? So, oh yeah. I just need one more. Right, okay, I need one more. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Kayam says, Naji, if Ollie likes to add Y at the end of everyone's name, Rashi, Scotty, Freddy, Sanchi. You're right about that, aren't you? You're so right. Sin Games says, I think Varane is dangling his hook knowing there is no bait on it. It's a bluff to increase his wages at Madrid. United most likely know this. This is what I'm starting to believe as well. You know, it's tough. I mean, I'm still 50-50 at the moment. I still think that maybe he does want to leave and maybe United can offer him more than what Real Madrid are offering. I think he just wants more money. And if United can give him more money than Real, then he'll probably go to United. You know, seems like it's about money. But if Real Madrid can give us as much money as we can, he'll probably stay at Real Madrid, I think. Simon Cowie, how you going there, Simon Cowie lad? He says, PSG will have to pay big bucks or the club will renew his contract with Varane, Pogba, Sancho, Fernandes and Cavani. We will win trophies. Yes, good shout, but do you think that he's worth 450k a week though, Simon Cowie? Let me just ask the live chat that actually. Smash a yes or a no in the live chat. Do you think Pogba's worth 450k a week? Yes or no? I'm not asking you what you think he's worth, but I'm just saying yes or no. Is he worth 450k a week? I say no, he's not. I say no, he's not, based on contribution and what he's done over the years and what he's done even in this last season, which was probably his best season for me in terms of consistency. He's not good enough, mate. He's not worth 450 grand a week. You're having a laugh, mate. And I don't see him taking a pay cut, which in my opinion is what should happen based on his contribution to the team. Sin Game says no. Ollie In says no. Rushmano says no. Aaron Homeyard says no. Berber says no. Everyone says no. The Jest TV, how you doing? J3 TV says no. Dizzy Red Devil, no. Everyone says no, guys. Tells a story, really, doesn't it? Nobody thinks he's worth anywhere near that amount of money. So how could United justify paying him it? And I've talked about this recently, but I'll say it again. You don't want to undermine all the rest of the squad. Bruno's supposed to be negotiating a new contract with United right now. He's on 160k a week right now. He should be getting more than Paul Pogba, if anything. Bruno's a better, more important player for us. He creates more. He's more of a catalyst, more of a big game player in more games consistently than Pogba. You know, so why the hell would you even be able to justify paying Pogba 450 and then going back to Bruno and saying, yeah, you're on 250, mate? It makes no bloody sense whatsoever. Or even less than that, which is what they're probably trying to do. It makes no sense whatsoever, guys. So you can't be doing it. You can't pay him it. You can't pay him it. Thank you, Rushman, who says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, if it's your first time here, everybody, smash that subscribe button. We're on here every single day covering the latest United news. Great community legends we got here as well. The Bacon Gang. And hit that like button as well. That'll help us out. Vincent Bullock, Pogba wants big money because he has to give a big chunk of it to the Moss part of his religion. Is that true? Well, I don't know much about that, but even so, that doesn't justify paying extra just because somebody needs money for their religion or whatever it may be. Like, you can't just ask for more money because of that. You know what I mean? Like, he does have a value limit here. He has a top limit here, what Man United should pay. And in my opinion, he's already at that limit. And that is 350k a week. I wouldn't pay a penny more for Paul Pogba. It's too much. That money could be better used elsewhere. You could actually pay two top-class players 450k a week, guys. 225k a week each. I mean, that's huge money. That's more on what Bruno's on now. It's around about what Sancho's reportedly on. There's some reports to say 250, some reports to say 2, some reports to say 350, but he's probably on about that. Now, that's an insane amount of money, guys. That's a big amount of money. So, 450, Paul Pogba, is he worth 2 Jadon Sanchos, or is he worth a Sancho and a Bruno? He's not, is he? He's just not. That's like match winner money. That's your best player money. Why would we? He's not our best player, guys. I keep saying it over and over. Why would you pay somebody who's not your best player the money of your best player? That makes no sense. I can understand paying David De Gea. Over the last 10 years, the guy's been our best player. I can understand, maybe not now, it seems a lot to pay a goalkeeper like him, but you can understand paying him the money because he is our best player. He was our best player, but Paul Pogba's never been our best player, guys. And until somebody does start performing like a best player, they shouldn't be paid like our best player. Simple as that. The Premier League should introduce a wage cap for players. Yeah, problem is, if they do that though, Kyan, what happens is, then these players, because it is about money, guys, and people want to feed their families and set up their children's generations with these opportunities that they have with their talents, right? And if they did do that, then essentially what would happen is you just see more players signing for PSG and Real Madrid and all these clubs that don't have a bloody salary cap and whatnot. You would actually just hurt the Premier League if eventually. The quality of the product would be lessened because we wouldn't be able to compete financially with some of the other leagues. So I like the idea in concept, but unless it was blanket across all football, I don't think it would work. Pogba isn't utilised properly in Man United. To be fair, his contributions won't be the best, says Vasilevchenko. Yeah, well, okay, maybe that's an argument there, but he's been played in a whole bunch of different positions over the years under different managers and different systems, and he's never really been that great. Sin Game says people working for 10 years or more for what Pogba makes in 1 week. Fuck off, you Melt. Get your name printed on your PSG shirt and see you later. Great shout, mate. I mean, fucking hell, yeah. Crikey, some people a lot longer than 10 years to make that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. I agree. I really like Paul, but if we have to go, we just have to let him go. Absolutely, Oscar Bartholomew, mate. The time has come, hasn't it? Simon Cowie, lad, he says, Pig, the media take Pogba's wage and bonuses and put it together to get 450k, but Pogba's wage is less than stated. Okay, Simon, well, we don't actually know. I mean, this is just hearsay. Everybody's talking about this. We don't know the actual terms. I mean, this is what they've supposedly asked for, though. So the 450 is not an offer of bonuses and stuff. This is supposedly what they've... I mean, we don't know. So you say that, but we actually don't know what the makeup of the deal is. It's just we've heard, and that might not be true in the first place, that the deal is that Pogba and his agent want 450k a week. That's what was reported a couple of weeks ago. It's probably not true. You know, it's probably not true, but I bet you they don't want less. We know he's on 350. I bet you he's not on less. Doesn't want less. Anyway, 007 says, a wise man once said, you don't appreciate what you have until you lose it. Remember how we went for blaming Maguire and missing him during injury? If Pogba goes, we're fucked. What? I mean, I disagree with that. He's been so bang average for us over the years, mate. Oh, man. Fucked what? Every 1 in 5 games when he would have turned up. Anyway, Alex says, Camavinga, Varane, Sancho is a great window. Those are players I sign in FIFA career. Exactly, yes, that would be a great window, yeah. 1 for the future. Well, 2 for the future, 1 for right now, and everybody for right now, really. Camavinga, question marks about whether he can do it right now. But still, a great signing for the future, no doubt. Christopher Akira says, man, Pogba is like being forced to stay at Old Trafford. Let's do away with him because he doesn't like to make big money. What's that? To me, doesn't like it to me. Big money than playing. He likes big money more than playing, you mean? I don't know. Sin Games says 450k will be 40% tax also, but it's still a stupid wage, not worth it. It's an insane amount, yes, it's insane. It's not worth it. Pogba's agent's a liability to United, says James Whelan. Yes, he is indeed. Right, this is what I want to talk about here, guys. So let me just ask you this. Okay, guys, so name me another, just before I do actually, name me another quality player who's played for England this tournament other than Maguire, Sterling and Shaw. Who do you think deserves to be on this list? Kane? Kane scored a bunch of goals and looked good recently. Pickford's had a good Euros. Didn't look that great in the last game, maybe a bit ropey, but overall, I must say, I think he's had a really good one. Greenish can't really be on the list, really, James Winnan. Even though he has been good, he's just not played as much as some of the others. Pogba needs to just fuck off, says G Wolf United. Oh yeah, Calvin Phillips is a decent shout. Rice, Walker, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Messi. Jason Dower, how you doing? Says, has anyone ever heard of a player called Cristiano Ronaldo? He's pretty good. We should sign him. I think I've heard of the guy. Mount and Walker, Saka, Kyle Walker. Go on then. Most people have said Walker. Let me put Walker in the list. So there you go, guys. England's best player at the Euros. I just want to know that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. And I'm going to explain why I'm talking about this right now. So Jamie Carragher came out and he said that Raheem Sterling will beat teammates Harry Kane and Harry Maguire to be named the player of Euro 2020. The Manchester City forward has scored 3 times in the tournament so far, obviously. Won a crucial penalty, which is a bit of a moment of contention. But we did see off Denmark, and Raheem Sterling was a big part of that. Again, probably our best player. Again, let me just say this, guys. I mean, I have to say, he's had a brilliant tournament, and I didn't rate him going into this tournament. I didn't think he was doing that great for City towards the end of the season, personally. I also just never really rated him that highly. I'm just going to be honest. He's always done well for England, to be fair, but I always just sort of saw him as a bit of a headless chicken, even though he went to City and Pep and did brilliant things with him and basically made him one of the players of the season, one season, and all that sort of stuff. And he obviously has got amazing talent. I did not think he was the best option for England on that left-hand side. I didn't. Or on that right-hand side. I didn't. So I must be honest and say that I'm clearly an idiot or something, because Gareth Southgate put faith in him, kept selecting him, getting the goals, getting the performances, putting in those man of the match performances. Sterling's a great player. I'm just going to say Sterling's a great player, and Gareth Southgate's a boss, and I'm a twat. No, but honestly, I just didn't rate Sterling that much, but he's fucking been England's best player by quite a way, I think. Now, there you go, actually. I say he's been England's best player, and actually, up until now, yeah, even though he's a Man City scummer, I'll probably give it to him. Harry Maguire's had an insanely awesome tournament as well. I mean, let's just look at this, guys. I wanted to bring this up. So, in fact, let me just see if I can get this graphic on the screen, because it is quite interesting. Because I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. But essentially, it's player ratings for the team up and down the... Oh, wait a second. I've gashed things up here. Hold on. But yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm just going to show you this, guys, and see what you guys think about it. Boom. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, nice. That should work now. Right, yes, here it is, guys. So check this out. These are the stats we've got here for England's best rated players throughout the tournament in terms of Euro 2020 ratings. Must have made at least 3 appearances. So let's just have a look at this real quick. Sorry, let me try and sort this out. I think this is quite interesting. Harry Maguire, as you can see here, my friends, absolutely leading the Chargers with 7.62 rating out of 10, man. And he has been absolutely fucking bossing it throughout the whole tournament, guys. I have some other statistics here for Harry Kane's game against Denmark. Let me just read them out to you here. So, Harry Maguire's game in numbers against Denmark. He played, obviously, 120 minutes. 112 total touches from Slabby Maguire. 90% pass accuracy. 9 out of 12 aerial duels won. 9 ball recoveries. 6 passes into the final third. 3 out of 5 long passes completed. 3 shots. 2 on target, 2 out of 3 tackles won, 1 foul. I mean, you know what I mean, guys? Harry Maguire's been absolutely fucking bossing it for England, guys. And by the way, look at the top of that list. The 2 players with the best ratings for England so far in the Euros. It's 2 Manchester United players, mate. Come on, United flying high in Europe for England, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, 7.62 rating. G-Wolf is loving this. He says, I know I've been telling all you Mo fans how good he is and what he could be. He will boss it for Team of the Year. Travis says, it's amazing how confidence from your manager can affect your game. Yes, it's fair enough. I mean, look, these guys have obviously put in great performances. All of these players on this list here. Declan Rice, I mean, you know, these ratings down here, 6.78. That's low, but he's had a really great tournament. Jack Grealish, when he's come on, has been brilliant. Calvin Phillips, the Yorkshire Perlo has been quality. Jordan Pickford, Harry Kane, in my opinion, has come good the last few games. Looked fantastic in the last game. Raheem Sterling, in my opinion, that is a harsh rating for Raheem Sterling. So the reason I put the poll in the live chat, I just want to know what you guys think, because I actually would give it to Raheem Sterling. I'm a Man United fan. I think Maguire's fucking bossed it. I think Luke Shaw's absolutely bossed it. Don't get me wrong. But I kind of just think, like, if you look at the goals and effects in the games and some of the key moments, such as winning that penalty, and I know shouldn't necessarily be celebrated, but just the impact that he's had in the other games with the goals at the right times and stuff, I actually do think Raheem Sterling deserves a much better rating than this. But there you go. John Stones as well, yeah, centre-backs, Luke Shaw. The defence has done brilliant, of course. No Kyle Walker on this list, by the way. That's quite interesting. And I think that's because overall the tournament, maybe a couple of games he's looked a bit ropey, but recently he's bossed it for us. The last few games, Walker's been solid as a damn rock. So you have to say, but he's not on this list. Anyway, let me get rid of that, but I just wanted to show you that. It was quite interesting. And let's see how the poll's getting on. Have a vote in the poll. Let's see what you guys think. Interesting. So 40% say Sterling right now. 33% say Luke Shaw. 27% say Maguire. And 0% say Kyle Walker, mate. That is absolutely sensational stuff. I love it. Okay, right. Okay, so let me just... Yeah, so Jamie Carragher says that Raheem Sterling's probably the man who's going to beat him to it. And I kind of agree. I do think that Harry Kane's been playing much better recently. If he scores a bunch of goals in the final, maybe you just never know. Okay then, so we have an update here. Thank you very much, Russ Marno. Appreciate it. Oh, this is quite interesting. So we have a decent source here to say that Rennes have just made a bid of 8.4 million for FC Midtjylland midfielder Jens Lees Kajust as a potential replacement for Eduardo Camavinga, guys. Negotiations ongoing between Rennes and Manchester United for him. Oh, that's very interesting. So, yeah, they're already maybe looking at lining up replacements. I don't know anything about this guy, but we do remember when we played FC Midtjylland in the Europa. Jens Lees Kajust, apparently a player that they are looking at now. They've put an offer in, supposedly, as a replacement, I guess, for Camavinga, which just goes to show you maybe the Camavinga deal is sooner rather than later, hopefully. But we'll see. They're going to try and get as much money for this guy as they can. They're hoping other clubs will come in and push the price up. Hey guys, do us a big favor. Oh shit, we're not even at 100 likes. Smash the like on the video though if you enjoy these transfer vids and you want to see more of them. Show your support by twatting that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes on this bad boy. Top Dog says, let's hope they don't hang about, says Top Dog. Come on, Italy. Yes, true, Top Dog. Vucendev Shankar says, I don't think Camavinga is ready for the switch. Well, I hope they don't hang about, and I hope he is ready for the switch. I think he is ready. He doesn't want to sign a new contract at Stade Rennes. Maybe if you mean, is he ready to be a big enough player for United? I agree with you. I don't think he is ready. I don't think he's ready either right now for the big role at Manchester United that everyone's kind of talking about for him. Doesn't make any sense for me to do for us to put our faith in an 18-year-old right now. Yeah, nice one, Callum McFarlane. He says, Kajust is Swedish and not a bad player. Nice one, Callum. That's beautiful. 70 likes on the stream. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up button. Kayam says, come to United. Cammy, I think he wants to come to United. It seems like, let's go back to what Fabrizio said. He just said that it seems like, look, here we go. So, simply put, he says, Camavinga's contract expires in June 2022. No intention of renewing the agreement. That's why Manchester United want to try and take advantage of it and put it on the table. Its offer for the midfielder. Camavinga's waiting. Even Paris Saint-Germain have been following him for months and are in the race to sign the talented Frenchman. United, however, are progressing with their plans for a talent considered the perfect purchase for a short and long term. Camavinga is appreciated by everyone at the club and could be an ideal candidate for the rebuilding that Manchester United are preparing. It will be important to understand Rennes's request. The rumours around the club speak of 30 to 35 million euros as a possible amount United will have to offer. So, yeah. It seems like we're leading the chase, but if there's other clubs that are interested, a la PSG, Real Madrid, some of these other guys, there's a chance we could lose out on the deal. But if I was United and Woody and co, I'd be looking to try and get this deal done as quickly as possible, to be fair, guys. Yes, okay. So there's the Camavinga stuff, guys. Also Romano said United see no problem with the agreement on personal terms with Varane, but finding out Real Madrid's asking price will be crucial. There's also currently no official offer from United, so nothing much more on Varane, just more of the negotiations, and also we still are yet to table an official bid as per reports. Okay then, guys. Right, let me get into the live chat. That's basically all the latest news. So PSG understood to be interested in Paul Pogba. It's crunch time for Paul Pogba at United over the next week. We should find out, really, I guess, if he's going to commit his future to Manchester United in the form of signing a new contract, or whether United should be looking to cash in and try and get 50 million euros for him by sending him to PSG. We should see hopefully soon. Okay, guys, I'm going to get into the live chat. Thank you, everyone who's in here. What's up there? How you going there? Aniket Mohan says, what's up, Pig? Just joined the stream. Any updates? You probably just heard that update, right? He says, heard Pogba to PSG is gaining stream. Yes, it is. I mean, well, there's a lot of reports and a lot of publications coming out just to say that in the next coming days, PSG would be looking at tabling an offer to Manchester United for the transfer of Paul Pogba. So, that's nothing to say that it actually will happen, because let's face it, I mean, PSG is supposed to be interested, but they've just signed 4 big players. Financial fair play is a thing. I know a couple of them are on free transfers, but wages are going to be high. Like, they are going to have to lose a few players, I think. They're going to have to sell a couple of players. There's some discussions for a Verratti-Pogba swap or something like that. We can dream about that. But in my opinion, if PSG are going to sign Pogba from us and pay the money and pay the wages, then they're going to have to get rid of a couple of their own players. But anyway, I'm going to get into the live chat for a couple of minutes, guys. So get your thoughts and opinions in. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not done so, and get your thoughts and opinions in. James Turner says, is Pogba worth $500,000 a week? No, he's not, mate. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Thank you for the transfer news, buddy. Great little stream. It's looking good. Thank you, ADV. Yeah, just a little update. Nothing major in terms of movements. But I would actually be happy to lose Paul Pogba this summer if it meant we got 50 or 60 million and we're saving 300 odd K a week off the wage bill. I think that money could be better spent elsewhere in the club. And that's just my opinion. Not trying to change your mind if you think Pogba's a great player and should be staying, but I just don't think that he's a great option for that amount of money. It's huge money and we could do better things with that money. It's not my money. I don't care about it, but still, it's money that's available to the club. And essentially, the club, will have a limit. The squad will have a limit. You have to work within that budget. And it's easier to work within that budget and get a better squad in other areas if Pogba's not on 450 grand a week or whatnot. Like, if we could just pay 2 players 225k a week, but they're still quality players who are committed to the shirt and play consistently, I'd rather that. Exactly, Kayam. City destroyed financial fair play. Bless kid. Can we get a pig sound? Says no, Sanj. Done. You think Sancho starts in the final, says Anikat Mohan? Oh, well, Saka didn't have a great game out last time, did he? I'm going to say yeah. George Esteban, how you doing there, George Esteban Garcia Jimenez? He says, look, they are investigating England because when was the penalty? There was 2 balls on the pitch, less than 1 metre, and when Harry Kane was taking the penalty, they were shooting a laser at Schmeichel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. There were some shithead England fans, or somebody, we don't actually know if they're England fans. I'm assuming they were. Could have been anybody though, but I'm assuming it's an England fan, was shining a laser at Kasper Schmeichel's eyes, mate, during that penalty. Yeah, that's a disgrace, mate. That is a disgrace. The Sterling stuff, I mean, people can't cry over that. We've had loads of decisions go against us over the years. I think it still was a penalty. It might be a soft penalty, but there's a point where it becomes from being, no, that's too soft, no, that's too soft, no, that's too soft, no, that's too soft, that's a soft penalty. There's a point when it fucking becomes a penalty, and I think that was the point. So you can debate that all day long, though. I understand if people don't think it was a pen. Big whoop. We've had loads of stuff go against us. We still battered Denmark, really. They were great. We deserved to win the game, though. We created better chances, and Schmeichel had a great game, and, yeah, okay, bad stuff, but nobody can really cry over us beating Denmark. We deserved to win. We were a better team, and they had a great tournament. They were super resilient. Somebody shone a laser in his eyes. That's a disgrace, but, that doesn't speak for all of England's fans. That doesn't speak for all of England at all. It's not the team's fault. Certainly fucking not. It was Boris Johnson, says Top Dog. Yes, I did it for the future of the nation. I did it for Brexit, and I did it for to make sure that it's coming home. Sorry, some people may say it's not sporting, but to those people I say you are a bunch of protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. Do you still back Martial, says Vusadev Chanka? Not really. I'd still kind of like him to be a squad player in the team if he's happy to do that, because I think he's a good player, and I think for depth, and also if you just say to him, look, Tony, you're not first string right now. You can burst your way in, though, if you perform. Maybe you'll motivate him and get the best out of him, and maybe when he does come in, he'll play well. But I can't see him being happy with that. He's coming into his prime now. He should be playing week in, week out. If I was Tony, I'd maybe look at moving. If a big offer came in for Tony, I'd accept it. 50 or 60 million, I'd accept it. I think we could probably spend the money elsewhere in other positions of the team better. But I do always say this, it's important to have depth in those positions if you want to be a top team. Right now, we've got Rashford and Martial on the left there. We've got Diallo and Sancho on the right there. We've got Greenwood and Cavani up top there. And the thing is, or Martial up top as well, wherever you want to play. And the thing is, if you take Martial out, suddenly, injury problem here, injury problem there, your depth off the bench is not as good. Suddenly you're calling on Daniel James, son. Suddenly you're calling on Daniel James as an option. And I don't want that, guys. Nobody wants to call on Daniel James as an option. Hopefully he's sold this summer. I'd rather we kept Martial, in all honesty, and sold Daniel James. And I actually think Daniel James is a decent young player with a decent future and offers United something different. He's a headless chicken of sorts, but he can come on and sprint you the ball up the pitch and just harry people and that kind of thing. He's okay as a late sub or playing against lesser teams when you need some raw pace. I totally get it. But I would probably rather see him go than Martial. I think Martial actually offers us quality and depth. He doesn't offer us quality in the first team. I wouldn't put him in my first starting 11 for United anymore. But I would put him in the second string, yeah. So I think he's a good player for depth. Hey, Sir Greenwood, I'm doing good today, mate. How are you doing? Did you see the meme where the Queen was in the VAR room? I didn't, mate, but that sounds hilarious. Rushmano says we got 75 likes. Nice one, guys. We're approaching 100 big boys. Hit the thumbs up on the video if you haven't done so. Baker Brigade, assemble! I didn't see that meme, though, Ezio Editor. I need to check that one out. Yeah, Ismail Landers, he says, Pogba viens à Paris. Paris magique. Yeah, fair play to you. Well, yeah. Je m'appelle Jean. J'habite in Angleterre. Anyway, yeah, no, fair play. Paul Pogba, go to PSG. Please, PSG. Please come and take him from us. I've had enough of him. 007 says, what's the point of winning all headers when you don't score any of them, says 007. Are you talking about Harry Maguire? Well, did you see Schmeichel's saves? I don't know if you are talking about Harry Maguire, but I mean, Schmeichel's saves were brilliant. Maguire could have put one of those in. Sir Greenwood says Southampton is planning to get Brandon Williams on loan. Yes, they are. Yeah, that's progressing quite nicely, Sir Greenwood. Yeah, which is interesting for the right back position. We don't know if it means that United are still interested in Trippier, whether there'll be an offer later on in the window. Maybe it's dependent on some of the other transfers we get done, or if Dalot may be coming back and being used as that backup or as that attacking option for right back. We've got Wan-Bissaka there, of course. Sing Game says people go on about VAR. VAR did nothing as there was not an obvious error from the ref. That's the rules. Yeah, so the ref made the decision based on him seeing it. So he saw it initially. That doesn't mean that he saw it correct from the right angle or that he was right, but he saw it and he called it as a pen. Now he checked the VAR. Well, he didn't check the VAR. The VAR room checked it, and they established that it still was a penalty, right? So what more do you want than that? What more do you want than that? It's not that much of an injustice. It's not like in 2010 when England scored a perfectly legit free kick, Lampard, to level things up before half-time against Germany, and it was a foot over the line. It's not like that. It's not like somebody's looked at the VAR there and gone, yeah, no, that's still not a goal. Like, I can understand the controversy there with VAR, but in this instance, the ref's given it as a pen. The VAR's checked it, and they've given it as a pen. It's a fucking pen, guys. It's a soft pen. It's still a pen. No pen, no pen, no pen, no pen, soft pen. Still a pen. Pen, 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 pen. Pen, pen, pen. No pen, no pen. Soft pen. No pen. Blatant stone wall pen. No pen. Pen. Sterling, soft pen. There. So Greenwood says true. Soft pen, but a pen nonetheless, my friends. Sing Game says players should get minimum wage, then get 300k in bonuses. We'll see proper players then. I mean, what I like about international football is the money's not involved really, is it? They do get paid to play for their countries, but compared to what they get paid for, it's nothing. So in my opinion, that is where you see the passion. That is where international football's where it's at in a way. In a way, don't get me wrong, I prefer Manchester United club football, of course. But I do... But you know what? In a way, international football separates the men from the boys. Yeah, they might all be prima donnas, but they're not being paid to be prima donnas for their nation. They're doing it to represent the shirt and play for their country, really. So that is what I do like about international football. Anyway, Top Dog says, about time we got a bit of luck. They always go against them. Yes, exactly. So many different occasions. The last time we had a bit of luck was 66 when we won it, I think, in the final there with that ball over the line. Did it, didn't it, did he, didn't he, did it, didn't it? Cross the line. You need decisions to go your way sometimes. Plus, England should have got a penalty earlier for a foul on Kane in the box. JB, there you go. Actually, it's funny, isn't it? Football's so funny. Like, opinions are so funny because I know what you mean. And I actually didn't think that one on Kane was a foul myself. But, you know, a lot of people went in the live chat when I was doing the watch along did think that was a foul. And I think that the Sterling one was a foul, but I think more people think that wasn't a foul. So this is what I'm saying. It's so hard to get everybody happy and everybody to agree. Like, there's so many contentious decisions in the penalty box. Like, you know, I did not think that Harry Kane one was a foul. A lot of people did. I did think the Sterling one was, and it wasn't. So there's a lot of people who just have totally different ones. You voted for Shaw, says Sir Greenwood. That's fantastic. I would probably vote for either. I'd probably go for Sterling myself, or Maguire, or Shaw. Shaw coming in very, very strongly in second place there. Look at that. He came in like a wrecking ball. Last time we were in the final, we won it, says Top Dog. Yeah, definitely. Well, the 66 World Cup final, absolutely. Pavanch says, was it a pen for you? You probably answered it already. Yes, I believe it was a pen. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a very soft penalty, but I think it just got to the point where it was a penalty, yeah. Sterling, I think, was, you know, he's basically knocked by a couple of people there, man. Sterling was awesome on the wing, says Aniket Mohan. He really was, wasn't he, my friend? The third one should have been a pen. Pig, I'm a big Man U fan. I watch all the games. Maguire wins 50 headers. Why are you counting the only one that hit the goalkeeper's hands? What do you mean, sorry? I don't get what you mean. Pig, I'm a Man United fan. I watch all the games. Maguire wins 50 headers. Why are you counting the only ones that hit goalkeeper's hands? I'm not, no. I was talking about somebody else who I thought somebody mentioned about him. Why doesn't he? Somebody said, anyway, you totally misunderstood me. Basically, somebody said, what about why are we counting ones that he wins in the air when they don't, you know, when they don't go in or something like that? Anyway, I don't know what you mean. Please rephrase it. Please rephrase it. Aniket Mohan says, Shawberto Carlos. Poisonous Nut says, no pen. Bunch of diving twats. G Wolf United says, Aniket, this is the thing. You can see the contact. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there. Go on then, Sir Greenwell. What do you call a cheese that's not yours? Vasudev Chanka says, imagine if City gets Kane and Grealish. Don't even want to imagine it, dude. I don't even want to imagine it. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up there. You're all a bunch of legends. Thank you for getting in here. Do us a favor and hit the like before we go. Yeah, keep a lookout for, I'll give you the latest breaking news as and when it comes. When there's some more big movements, we'll get on and jump on and talk about the latest stuff. I don't know if there'll be a transfer news video tonight. It's we'll see. If there's any more, you know, if there's anything big coming out later on this evening, we'll jump on and give you the latest. But as of now, it's just really the PSG, Pogba links, the Camavinga, United links, and Varane, who the bloody hell know links. That's what's going on. Neil Driscoll says, don't care if Pogba leaves. Rushmano says, Varane update. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a quick look at this before we go. Oh, okay, fantastic stuff. Yes, well, yeah, brilliant. Okay, right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Yes, no, we'll save that for the next one. We'll save that for the next one. Thank you, guys. It just, yeah, just somebody here has a source that, yeah, it's just somebody's opinion that they'd be shocked if. It's not. It's anyway. It's fine. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for getting in here. I appreciate it. Everybody, do us a big favor. Hit that like button. Nice one, Rushmano. Thank you for the updates, and everybody else who's got in here. Really appreciate it. Hit the like on the video if you have not done so. Give it a subscribe if it's your first time around here. We do daily United updates, guys. Big up yourself, JB, as well. No, I didn't actually, Kayam. You what? I'll have to check it out. JB, take it easy, legend. Snap film walk. Nacho cheese. Oh, shit. Sir Greenwood, yeah, it's a good one. Thank you, Travis. Says, nice stream. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Yeah, come back after it's finished and have your say on the current setup at United or anything we discussed in this video about Pogba. Let me know your thoughts. Should Pogba stay? Nice one, Sir Greenwood. See you later, Dizzy, Travis, Kayam, everyone. That's going to be it from the pig then. There's the latest update for the afternoon. Hit the like before you go and subscribe and click the bell icon like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda the bells! So you get a notification when we post and go live, guys. Until next time, you've been watching The Pig on Flying Pig and I with the latest transfer news, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy it. I'll be back with some FIFA action at 11 p.m. tonight, smashing up fools and for the weekly reward show. So keep a lookout for that. Make sure you come back and tune in tonight for the FIFA. Take it easy, guys.